In this lesson, we're going to do a variety of things. It's going to include working with multiple sheets, using the max and min function, using if statements, and copying data between sheets. So here I've got a spreadsheet of the new car sales. And in the new car sales, there's these salesmen here, and their sales for January, February, March. At the bottom of the screen, take a look here and you'll see it says new car sales. If I click on the tab here, it says used car sales. So this is the same spreadsheet, but multiple sheets inside the same spreadsheet file. I have a total car sales, and I want to put the new salesman, the new car salesman and the used car salesman together for the total car sales. So I want to move the sheet closer. So if I click on used car sales, I can drag that, and you'll see the little arrow goes between, and this sheet is now going to go between the new car sales and sheet 2. Sheet 2, by the way, is the total car sales. I want to change that. I'm going to change the name of it by double clicking on it and call this sheet here total sales. Total car sales. Great. Okay, I want to put some data in here. So the data I want to put is I want to put the salesman from cell A4 to Bass at cell A12. So I'm going to copy this column, and I want to put it in the total car sales sheet. And all I do is right click and paste, but I don't want to just paste the information. I want to paste as a link, and it's going to do something slightly different when I paste as a link. That's the icon right here with a little chain link. What it's going to do is it's going to say take in the formula bar. If you look, it says use from the sheet called new car sales A4, and of course all the other ones Bass would be A12. So perfect, it copied it, but it didn't just copy and pasted it, it pasted it as a link. Okay, I want to do the same thing with the used car salesman. So I'm going to select the used car salesman. I'm going to copy it just like I did before. I'm going to go to the total car sales sheet by clicking at the bottom, and then I'm going to click on cell A13, and same thing. When I paste, I'm going to click the paste link, and so it's going to paste all the information as a link. Okay, finally, I want to put the total sales. So I want to have a list of the total sales in here. So how do I copy total sales from another sheet? Well, to copy the values, I start by using the formula equals. Then I go to the sheet that I want. In this case, Charisma was a new car salesman. So I'm going to click in here. And then I'm going to select the cell I want, which is the total sales, because I want to put the total sales on the total car sales sheet. And when I press enter, even though I'm on the new car sales, it's going to take me to Charisma. Because of the link, it's going to take me to the total car sales. Great, now I can just use the fill handle and fill all the way to Bass with their relevant data from the appropriate sheet. So let me show you how I did that again. I'm going to take the used car salesman of King, so that's cell B13. I'm going to click here and put an equal sign. I'm going to then go to King's used car sales total on this sheet. I select the cell and I press enter, and I put King's information of his total sales. Okay, another function I didn't get to show, but I would like to show, is the minimum and maximum function. And we were having a discussion the other day about minimum and maximum as far as a company that for their car dealership every month or quarter, whatever the period may be, they want to fire the lowest salesman because they really want to make competition in the workforce and get the salesman working hard to make better than the worst. So you get rid of the worst, you have good employees, I guess, is the thought. Although I don't agree with that, that is the thought. So let's have a little fun and do that. How does a min function work? Well, let's take a look at the min function. I'm going to just put a min function in here. So the minimum, so I say equals minimum. And in brackets, I put the range that I want to take a look at. So I want to know what is the smallest number in this set of cells from B4 to B23. And so I just use my mouse and highlight it. Notice it puts a colon, which means a range. So B4 colon B23 means all those cells included. When I press enter, it tells me that the minimum value in that range was $101,000. Okay, good. That's how the min function works. If I want to know what the maximum is, the maximum, I go equals max, and it would tell me what the most a salesman did. In this case, the maximum in that range is 337. And you'll see actually the very last value, Dearborn, had the 337. Okay, so I want to fire the salesman with the worst cars. And this is what I want you to do for this assignment. So what I'm going to do is I want to know what the minimum is. And I'm going to take this whole formula and put it inside an equals statement. So I'm going to say equals if, and I want to say if my salesman's total sales, so in this case B4, Charisma, if B4 is equal to the minimum. So if he is the minimum, if that's true, I want to write you're fired. Okay. If it's false, what do I want to put? In this case, nothing. So I'm going to put a comma and just put 2 quotation marks. So here's my spreadsheet now, and it looks like nothing happened because Charisma wasn't the lowest, so he didn't get a you're fired. But watch what happens. I'm just going to take the fill handle and quickly fill, and whoops, I'll have to see why, but it should have just been that Fluidor, he's fired. And there you have it. So that's what I want you to do, to come up with a spreadsheet, put them all together, and then come up with a column with you're fired. And also, maybe add another column. So we'll call this status. And another column maybe called bonus for the top employee.